set of corollary industries there with custom-made covers and cushions and so on. So hopefully they're coming. Also, there is a blogging club that's starting this afternoon after this class. So if you are interested in fashion blogging, Christine McMahon is spearheading this, and they'll be meeting at the Union in the atrium section at 5:30. So if you're interested in journalism and blogging about fashion on the URI campus, how to get through the snow and still look good was an issue this winter. It'll be kind of fun to talk about. Anyway, today we have a graduate of our own program. Her name is Katie Hooper. She graduated in 2000. Her interest was interior design. She did an internship in Stonington with Patrick Gallagher, and that confirmed her interest in this area of our subject matter. And she has been working in the industry ever since and is now the general manager at Cabot House, which if you've ever been there is a really very nice furniture company. So, Katie.
Do I need a mic? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm truly thrilled. It seems just like yesterday I was out on that quad celebrating Earth Day. Good times. I know. Oh, I remember a little bit. I just want to give you a little bit of background about myself. Like Dr. Welters said, I studied interior design here, and I sought out an internship in Stonington, Connecticut, and that is really what propelled me into my career. His name was Patrick Gallagher, and it was really high-end design, and I interned with him for 2 summers, actually. The first summer, I loved it so much that I asked him if during the school year I could clean for him once a week, and he agreed. And then after the end of the year, I interned with him again, and after that, a position as an assistant designer opened up, and he gave me that position. And then I continued working with him and learning so much. He was an incredible mentor, and I actually miss him a lot. He's over in Milan, Italy now, doing design. But I finished up there as his associate designer, and I probably left a little bit early. I felt like there was a lot of demands and a little bit of stress working for him. He was not the easiest person to work for, but internships are great, and mentors are amazing, so always have a mentor. So, I work for Cabot House now, but before that, after I left Patrick, I decided I would work for a furniture company. And that furniture company is called the Rhode Island Design Center. Has anyone heard of? Okay. So I worked there as basically a furniture salesperson. And I really learned so much about the nuts and bolts of furniture, fabrics, leathers, and I gained another mentor, and his name is Nick Cardy. Does everybody know? Everybody knows Nairobi, right? So I was in furniture sales for 3 years, was promoted to management, and then after about 4 years of management, 5 years, they asked if I would be the store buyer, and so I did that. Of course, 2008 hit, and we know what happened then. There was somewhat of a recession, so instead of just going into buying, I still was a manager, and so I wore a lot of hats. And then after my total of 13 years there, learning a tremendous amount with Nick Hardy, he taught me a lot of things about furniture. I decided I was ready for a change, and maybe thought I could settled down a little bit. I was going full speed ahead. So I went to go and work for a friend of mine for 3 months in the fashion and jewelry and accessories business. And after 3 months went by, an opening at Cabot House was available, and they called me, and they asked me if I would go into management there. So that's where I am now. It's been about a year, and I have a new mentor, and his name is Robert Bendenson. And so, I'll just give you a little bit about the history of Cabot House. Has anyone been there? Do you all know Cabot House? Not really. It's not like Restoration Hardware or Pottery Barn, right? So, Cabot House is one of the leading retailers in New England of, I would say, definitely luxury high-end furnishings. It's owned by Robert Bendenson. He's 4th generation family owned. He actually has 9 Cabot House locations. There's 5 in Massachusetts, 1 in Maine, 1 in New Hampshire, 1 in Florida, and then my store is in Rhode Island. He has 2 Ethan Allen franchises. He has 1 Baker store and 6 Thomasvilles. And many of those stores are very close to the Cabot House or actually within the Cabot House stores. His showrooms range from 8,000 square feet, so there's 1 or 2 that are somewhat small. And then our flagship location is in Framingham, Mass., which is near Boston. And that is approximately 150,000 square feet. It's beautiful. If you're ever up in that area, or if you're from that area, I definitely recommend visiting his store. My location is 38,000 square feet, so it's pretty big. It's a good sized showroom. Just to give you a little bit of background about my role, I am the general manager. I manage a team of 5 designers. They're very talented designers, very knowledgeable, great salespeople too. I oversee the store visuals and displays, so when furniture comes in, I work with the visual designer there, and we set up all the furniture and decide how it's going to be laid out. Can you all hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. I oversee, decisions on product. I definitely play a role in that. I visit High Point twice a year, and it's basically, I'm sure you've all heard of it, maybe. It's basically where the hub of furniture showrooms are. It's basically a city of furniture. And we go there twice a year to select what product we're going to bring in for the floor. I oversee the advertising and marketing for Rhode Island. I do a lot of customer service. Problem solving is a big part of my role. I work with customers all the time, and definitely one thing in furniture, there can be a lot of hiccups, and so I'm there to sort of hopefully ease the pain of the customer. And I'm responsible for the overall business generated. They brought me in to grow the business, and I'm responsible for the numbers. What we offer design services. We'll do space planning, color consultations, fabric selections, paint colors. You can hire one of our designers to go out to your home for $150. They'll pull together a presentation for you, do your space planning for you. It could be one room, it could be a whole house, and you can come back. You generally represent in the store and show you a design concept. That $150 goes towards a purchase of $3,000 or more. We offer quality furnishings that are long-lasting. And did I skip something? I'm sorry. I think I hit something. Okay, sorry. I skipped over customization, which is really important. We are definitely a custom house, so whatever you sort of dream, we can pretty much create. We can change fabrics, we can change finishes, we can create the size that you need. In addition to that, we offer floor coverings. We have really beautiful rugs, handmade rugs that we offer. We have really nice accessories, and we can do window treatments as well for you. We're not just really fancy. We can be formal, we can be casual. So a lot of times I think people are going to come into the showroom and maybe expect something really fussy and formal, and that's not who we are. And we not only just do indoor furniture, we do outdoor, and we can do commercial too, not just residential. We represent some top luxury brands. Does everyone know who the man in the chair is? Ralph Lauren. So we carry Ralph Lauren. His prices are up there, so upper price point. So maybe not every single Cabot house shows the Ralph Lauren collection, but it is something that we represent. We represent Baker furniture. Baker is definitely one of the highest price points that we carry. It is, does anyone know Baker furniture? It's absolutely a beautiful line. Very good quality. It's mostly made domestic, which I'll get into later, but one thing that's changed with a lot of companies is they've moved offshore. So Baker is one of the companies that has remained in the U.S. and continues to create beautiful designs and really quality furniture. Century Furniture is one of Cabot House's top vendors. We do a great business with Century. They are another line that is domestic mostly, and they'll do a lot of customization. Henry-Don is probably one of the lines that you would probably be most familiar with. However, Henry-Don has changed a lot. Henry-Don has moved their wood products collections offshore, and that's definitely, I feel, affected that business that they once did. It's changed because their quality maybe isn't what it once was, but it is still a beautiful line of furniture, and their upholstery is still made domestic. Upholstery meaning fabric and leather is still here. Chaddock is something, it's not a very familiar line that a lot of people are very familiar with. You would probably, if you ever picked up a Veranda magazine, it would be in there. But Chaddock is a beautiful line, very custom, beautiful wood product, and you can make anything with that product. Vanguard, I would say, is maybe more of a up-and-coming line. It's growing, it's becoming more recognized in the marketplace. We do a great business with Vanguard. They've got really beautiful styles, probably a little more hip. I could see a lot of maybe the younger age group liking what Vanguard makes. Hancock and Moore. Leather is a very popular material to upholster with, and Hancock and Moore is an old company, very well known in the marketplace for really beautiful, high quality leather goods. They'll do fabric too. They're not going to do wood products, they just do seating, and it's just a really beautiful line. I chose this picture just because that's a leather sofa, and that's citron yellow leather, and then they do the fabric and leather combination. So just a really beautiful line of furniture that we carry, so we're lucky to have that. We carry outdoor furniture, makes up for a really good amount of our business. We carry Brown Jordan, and at one time we were exclusively only carrying Brown Jordan. This year we're going to expand and carry a couple other lines too, so we'll see how that goes.